UAE. I24 News. Semi Israel is here. Hi, Semi.
Hello.
Dubai, Art Dubai 2022 just ended, right?
Yes, it did. It just ended yesterday. It was its final day. It was the biggest exhibition of its kind in its 15-year history. It had 100 contemporary art galleries, which was really incredible. It also had an additional aspect of the exhibition, which was Art Dubai Digital, which included NFTs and digital art, which really solidifies the UAE's place in pioneering the modern art world. Unfortunately, it did just end, but it kicks off the week with Art Dubai Week, which is very exciting. Various exhibitions going on throughout the city of the leading artists of the Arabic world and also Islamic art as well.
Give us some details. What can we see there?
So there are several exhibitions, as I said, one of which is the exhibition of Lawrence Abu Hamdan. His exhibit is very conceptual in nature. He focuses more on auditory art. But the one that I would like to focus on, which is the most readily recognizable as art, is When Images Speak, highlights from the Dubai collection, which is currently being exhibited at the Etihad Museum. And this exhibition is fascinating for several reasons. The first one is that it's being exhibited at the Etihad Museum, which is a museum of national heritage for the Emirates. So it has, it houses their history there, essentially, the Constitution, the history of the unification of the Emirates. It is their very first art exhibit that they've ever had there since their founding in 2017. So the fact that they've decided to include this exhibit there, I think, shows recognition of the fact that art plays an integral role in documenting and remembering history. The second reason why this is such a fascinating exhibit is that it's from the Dubai collection, which is a little bit misleading in terms of the name. They're not collecting art necessarily. They are acting as a mediator between patrons and the public to some extent. So they are taking art from patrons who are art collectors, including most notably the vice president of the UAE and ruler of Dubai. His art, for example, they're taking his art and they are putting it in a digital archive that's accessible to the public, and also promoting it in these various art shows. So they have really amazing contemporary art from, again, around the Arab and Islamic world from these patrons, and they're allowing the public to access it. One of their goals in doing this is the fact that the UAE does not have a public contemporary art museum. So they are acting as the mediator to some extent, again, between the patrons and the public, but also for people to access the art of the region.
Now, everything you're talking about is original local art, right?
Yes, the vast majority is art from artists of the Middle East, which unfortunately has been overlooked. A lot of the Art Dubai exhibition that happened focused primarily on artists of the global South. Unfortunately, traditionally in modern art has been dominated by Western artists. So the fact that they're kind of giving this highlight to artists of the Arabic world and the Middle East at large is really incredible resource.
So we'll take that as a recommendation where to go next when we are there.
Yeah. Exhibition is also online. The Dubai Collection exhibit, When Images Speak, and highlights from the Dubai Collection is online, and it's really beautiful the way that they set it out on the website. So I would recommend taking a look.
Semi, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Come again.
Thank you.
All right.